Hi, this is the second video in a series of videos I'm releasing about this board war game called Dark Ages Britannia France. Today I want to talk about combat mechanics. In the game there are two different combat modes. One is the assault mode and the other one is the melee mode. The difference is that they take place in two different moments in a round and they have different bonuses, but the combat mechanics they use are the same. So these are the ones that I want to show you right now. I have three examples I prepared here. First of all, let's talk about the definition of attacker and defender in the game. The attacker is the player who's currently playing his round, and the defender is the other one. So in this case, let's assume that the attacker is the blue player, the French, the spearman, in the first example, and the defender is the red player, the English or the men-at-arms. The first thing I have to check out is the morale value of the units involved in the combat. In this case, the morale value of the spearman units who are attacking is 2. So the morale value is always on the back of each unit, and is this kind of dots or balls, golden balls or dots, whatever you see here on the back of the unit is the morale value. The morale value is it goes from 1 to 3. So 1 is a very low one and 3 is a very high one. In this case, the spearmen have 2, while the men-at-arms have 3, as you can tell here. Okay, 3 balls. So the men-at-arms have a higher morale value than the French spearmen. This is very important because the morale value tells you who's the player who can roll the dice first, who rolls first. So in this case, the men-at-arms, even though they are defending, they will be rolling first, and the blue ones will be rolling after the red player. So the red player will roll and apply any results first, and then will be the turn of the blue player. What happens if two units involved in combat have the same morale value? Well, they roll simultaneously and they apply any results simultaneously. This is not the case though, so let's start with the die roll of the red player. So how many dice do I have to roll? The base die roll number is given by the number of cubes in a unit. In this case I have 4 red cubes, so I will have to roll 4 dice. Plus any additional bonuses that I might have, like for example a leader that gives me an extra die roll, but I don't have any bonuses here, so I simply roll 4 dice. I got my 4 dice here, I select them and I roll. Okay, I have 3, 6 and a 1. How do I score hits? I have to check the attack value for the attacker and the defense value for the defender. So in this case, the men-at-arms unit, even though they roll first, they are the defenders, they are not the attackers. So I'll have to check their defense value, which is this value here, okay, 2. While with the attackers, in this case the blue spearmen, I will have to check their attack value, which is this one, okay, 4. So in this case, in the case of the defending men-at-arms, I score a hit if I roll 2 or more. I rolled 3, 6 and 1, so the 1 doesn't score any hits, but the 3, 6 do score hits. So I have 3 hits and apply my 3 hits to the blue player. How do I apply hits? Each hit is half a colored cube, be it blue or red, which means that in this case I'll have to eliminate 1 blue cube, 2 hits, and for the third hit, since I can't cut into, of course, this this wooden cube, I'll have to substitute it with a grey one. I've got my grey cubes here. So I substitute the blue cube with the grey one. So it's easier if you think of colored cubes, both blue and red ones, has been made up of 2 grey cubes. Okay, now my blue unit, my French unit, will fight back, and again I'm rolling. The number of colored cubes I have is 3, so I'll have to roll 3 dice. I don't have any additional bonuses, and I don't count the grey cube. Okay, never count grey cubes whenever you're assaulting or you're fighting in melee mode. They don't count. So I roll my 3 dice, and I'll have to roll. I check my attack value because I'm the attacker. My attack value is 4, so I'll have to roll 4 or more to score a hit. So I got my blue dice here. I roll my dice. Okay. I rolled 3, 5, and 6. I must roll more than 4 or more than 4. So the 3 doesn't count. But these 2 dice, yes, they are 2 hits. So I apply these 2 hits to the red unit, which means that 1 cube is eliminated. Okay. So this is the first example of combat. Let's see the other 2. In the other 2 examples, I've similar situation, but the difference is the morale value. In this case, I'm still attacking with the blue units against the red one, and I have a moral value of 3 for the feudal knights, while my archers, my longbows, have a moral value of 2. So I'm the attacker, and in this case I'm rolling first because I have a higher moral value than the longbows. I'll have to roll 5 dice, and I'll have to refer to my attack value since I'm the attacker, which is in this case 3, this one. Okay, so I roll my 5 dice. 5 dice. Roll. Okay. So I have to count only the 3s or higher results. So in this case I rolled 3, 4, 5, so these are all hits, and the 2s, they don't count because they're lower than 3, which is my attack factor. So 3 hits. I score 3 hits against the longbow units. 3 hits again, it means that 1 colored cube is eliminated, 2 hits, and another colored cube is substituted by a grey one, and that's 1 hit. So 2 plus 1 is 3 hits in total. So there you go. Okay, now the defender has to roll its dice. In this case, the defender will refer to its defense value, which is 5 in this case, and I'll have to roll 3 dice because the grey one, I remind you, doesn't count. So I'm rolling my 3 dice. Here they are. Roll. Okay. Not a very good result. Actually, is very bad because I haven't scored anything. Since I have 2 3s and a 1, and I should have rolled at least 5. So no results for the red longbow's unit. Let's see the other example. Okay, here in this case I have always the blue ones are the attacking unit. I have a swordsman unit with a moral value of 2 against a men-at-arms unit with a leader. The men-at-arms unit has a moral value of 3, as you can tell here, but there's a leader with them. Now the leader, the good thing about the leader is that it gives you an extra die roll whenever you are defending or attacking in a combat. But the bad thing in this case is that leaders automatically give you their moral value, give to the unit that is in the same X with them their moral value. So in this case, they actually lower the men-at-arms moral value, which is very high. It's 3, and so you'll have to consider the leader value, which is 2. So without the leader, the men-at-arms would roll first because they have 3 as a moral value, while the French swordmen have 2. But since there is a leader, they do get the extra die roll bonus, but their morale value is lowered to 2 because that's the leader value, morale value. Okay, so 2 for the leader and 2 for the swordsman means that they both have the same morale value, so they will have to roll simultaneously and apply any results simultaneously. Let's count the cubes. The blue unit has 4 cubes with no bonuses, so I will roll 4 dice, while the red unit has 3 cubes, so 3 dice plus the extra die roll for the leader. So the red unit will have to roll 4 dice, 3 plus the extra die roll given by the leader. Okay, let's roll the dice. I remind you that the die rolls in this case are simultaneous, so it's 4 for the blue and 3 plus 1 for the extra die roll given by the leader for the red ones. So it's simultaneous, and to make it more simultaneous, I will roll them all together at the same time. Okay, so let's check out the blue results first. The blue unit scores their attacking, so I'm checking the attack value, which is this one, 4. The blue unit scores with 4 or more, and in this case I got 4 hits, okay, because I got 2 4s, 1 6 and 1 5, so it's 4 hits for the blue player. And for the red player, my unit scores with 2 or more. I'm checking the defense value because I'm defending. I'm the defender in this case. The red unit is defending. So I score if I roll 2 or more. So men-at-arms are very strong in defense. And okay, 1. This one doesn't count. And these 3 dice equal 3 hits. So I apply 3 hits, 1 blue cube, and I substitute the second blue cube with the grey one. Okay. And oh, sorry, wrong place. And for the blue player scored 5 hits. sorry, 4 hits. So I get rid of 2 red cubes. 4 hits, okay? So this is the final result of the third and last combat. In the next video I'm going to talk about the different combat modes, assault mode and melee mode. Thank you for watching. Bye.